I live in Hanalei Bay, and I've been scuba diving here for over 15 years. Over the last 10 years, I've been taking high-def video as a professional marine biologist of the reefs here in Hanalei Bay. As you can see in this aerial shot, the reefs are brown and dead close to shore, which is really a shame. 10 years ago, they were vibrant with hundreds of different types of corals out there. What's disturbing lately, though, on top of the reef at a place called the Bowl, where we surf at all winter long, the corals have all been broken. I've never in my lifetime seen anything even similar to this. These cauliflower corals sitting on top of the reef are very strong. You couldn't break one with your hands if your life depended on. But now, on top of the reef at about 5 feet deep, the cauliflower corals have been obliterated as if someone came in with a weed whacker and cut them all down. Many of these corals are laying upside down on the reef. What's strange is that these corals have very clean breaks in them. I counted over 100 pieces of coral broken in one little area, only about 10 feet by 10 feet square. What in the world could cause these corals basically to blow up? I've done over 5,000 hours of scuba diving around the world, 10 or 12 different countries. I've taken over 3,000 hours underwater of high-def video, doing my underwater series about reefs and marine life throughout the world. On the north shore of Kauai, I've done over 1,000 scuba dives and thousands of snorkels, taking video and monitoring the reefs. Lately along the north shore of Kauai, we've had a massive coral disease, and we've also had big corals like this mountain coral here, all turning brown and dissolving. This big mountain coral is probably over 500 years old, sitting on top of the bowl, and it's almost 50% dissolved. There used to be over 23 of these giant corals on top of the bowl where we surf at in Kauai. Now most of them are gone, broken off, fallen off the ledge, and are upside down on the mud at the bottom. This is obviously really bad for the reef and for the health of any of the marine life that live here in Hanalei Bay. It's also bad for us surfers too, because these big corals drag on the underside of the wave during the big winter swells, making the wave break hollower. This is one of the things we enjoy so much about surfing Hanalei. Look at this beautiful antler coral, busted up into dozens and dozens and dozens of pieces. This is only just one little teeny part of the reef right here, where all of these pieces of coral are strewn about. What we think, because we really don't know what else to think, is that it could be the Navy sonar testing and underwater blasting that broke up all these corals. The reason why we say that is because I went out for a snorkel one evening, and most of these corals were fine. The giant Navy destroyer was right off the bay at Hanalei. Visual, everyone saw it. I took pictures and movies. By the next morning, I went back out, and literally thousands of these corals were obliterated, laying in pieces all over the top of the reef. If anyone else has any possible explanation how this could happen, please let me know, because this is quite baffling. I have found broken corals now all up and down the north shore of Kauai over the last 3 weeks. This is a really cool pepper moray eel. There's 3 pairs of these big eels. They're about 4 feet long that live on top of the reef at Hanalei. This day, all 3 pairs were crammed into one small hole as if they were hiding. We really need to find out what's going on to the reefs here in Hanalei before they're 100% gone, because it could take thousands of years for them to grow back. Hanalei is one of the most beautiful places in the world above water. It used to be one of the most beautiful places in the world below water, but not any longer. Thank you for watching.